like besides a podcast and the YouTube channel was like a little stepping stone of like, oh my gosh, I can do things that I put my mind to. I think this is the other bigger stepping stone of like, oh my gosh, this was in my mind and now I'm creating it. Now I'm making it happen. Now I'm putting time, money, effort, sweat, tears behind it, and I'm making it happen. Hello, beautifuls. My name is Giselle, co-host of the Strong Sunflowers podcast and founder of GS for Growth and the creator of the Create app. I'm so excited. But oh my gosh, I wanted to make this video because guess what? Your girl is moving to Austin, Texas. If you live in Austin, give me any tips below. Subscribe to the channel. If you are all about exploring and just personal development and growth mindset, also subscribe because that's all we're doing here. But baby, I'm moving to Austin because I'm following the money. And yeah, let's jump right into it. A little bit of background. I moved to this area here in Florida in 2003. I left Cuba when I was 6. And I remember when I left, I totally thought we were coming like back like the next week. It didn't hit me that we were actually moving to America until later on. But my grandfather had come from Cuba in the 60s and he had gone to Miami and he was like, oh, Miami is too Cuban for me. I gotta get out of here. So then he came to this part of town and he loved it. And then when I came from Cuba, I came straight here. So I feel like this has felt like home for so long. And when my co-host for the Strong Sunflowers podcast moved to Austin, Texas for work, she was like, oh my gosh, you need to move here. It's an amazing city, so much community, so much going on. And I was like, nope, no thank you. I'm not moving. And I feel like it's because, first of all, I've never moved before. Yes, I moved like maybe like little small towns like right next to each other, like 10 minutes away from each other, but I've never moved states. I think change is something that even though I have gotten way more comfortable with, I still struggle to have a lot of variables in my life. I like to have more constants. And this past weekend, I went to a retreat that we had in Austin, Texas, and it was the Love Your Body retreat, and it was freaking amazing. Go check out that video. 10 out of 10. And they were talking about like human design, and I was like, oh, you're a 5-1 generator with sacral authority, and for you it has to be a hell yes. And I felt a hell yes. This is where I need to be. This is where the money is, in the sense, this is where the community is. This is where I can grow the most. And literally made my decision right then and there. I'm moving. It's happening. And it's so funny because I just talked to my cousin. She just came from Cuba about 1.5 years ago. And she was like, I knew you were going to say that. I even had a feeling before you left on the trip for the retreat that that was going to be the end result. And she was telling me how like she was tearing up. And of course, she doesn't want to see me go. She doesn't have much family here either. You know, I'm her closest family that she has here. And she was like, even though I'm so sad that you're leaving, I am so happy for you. And I'm so proud that you're following your goals and your dreams and that you're taking action behind it. And I support you 100% in whatever you're trying to do. And I know you will accomplish it. And I was like, oh, side note, make sure that you have people in your field that are rooting for you no matter what. Even when what's best for you is not necessarily what they want. And it's not necessarily what keeps them in their comfortable state, you know. So make sure you have those people in your field. And I feel like this place has been home for so long. And it reminds me so much of my grandfather. And my grandfather loved to travel, and he was a serial entrepreneur. He always loved to see what worked, what didn't, how to make more money, right? He owned multiple tire shops in the community, and he brought a lot of our family members from Cuba, and he gave them a lot of tire shops as well and taught them about the business. And he was like this amazing founder in our family. And when my grandfather passed away in 2019, it was like a huge break. And just in retrospective, because we just talked about that, when my grandfather passed away, I was at total peace. I loved that man with everything in my being. With everything that I had to give him, I gave to him. I don't regret nothing. And my last words to him was, I love you. And I know he knew that. So when he passed away, he suffered from Parkinson's. I didn't have any regrets. And I could let him go in peace and not have resentment or be upset, you know? So I think the parallels of me moving and like my cousin just, I know it's sad and it's hard and you would love to spend time with me and be with me. Letting people go to whatever next destination they have to go to level up. It's an interesting feeling to have and to experience. And since he's been gone, I feel like I just been here and just working, you know, doing my thing. But at the same time, this doesn't feel like home in a way. I'm home. And I think it was more of like I didn't want the change than anything else. And I don't really talk to my mom. And it's just basically me, my brother, my cousin, my grandma. So I don't have a lot of family here either. And I didn't grow up like, oh my gosh, I need to live next to family. I grew up like getting ripped away from my father and all of my family members and move to America and start fresh and new and create new families and friends. So that's not a problem. But I'm excited for this new journey. I think what really brought me to Austin, not only because of my co-host, but because Austin's so filled with community. Every time I go there, the community is all about bringing value and love and helping serve people. How can we serve people better? How can I help you? Whether it's with marketing, whether it's Sass and Ass with Heather Haycock, like freaking love her, and just so many other businesses, Casa de Miel, nonprofit, working together in the community, bringing artwork to life, bringing the community together through business. And really, like the new wealth, as I was saying in my other video, the new definition of wealth is community. That is wealth. You know, when you have a group of people of strong ass sunflowers that support you and in all in your endeavors, like, oh my gosh, it's a game changer. And I feel like in this economy, specifically in this time period of life, we really need to go back to like, it takes a village, definitely. It takes a group of people that support each other. Whether, for example, I sell watermelon and you sell grapes, you buy from me, I buy from you. Because we support the community. We don't go to another village and buy the grapes. You know what I mean? So I think that's one of the biggest things and reasons of why I'm moving to Austin, because of that community aspect, especially starting a business and being an entrepreneur. Like, I want community. I want to bring value. And I went to an event in Tampa, or it's just like the networking events is just different. It's just a different vibe. If you've been to Austin, you know what I'm talking about. And even now in this process of creating the app and the business behind it and the marketing and all of these things, it's like, it really takes a different level of like confidence of knowing yourself. Because now it's not only knowing myself, but also bringing that into the outside into a physical business. And oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. I'm ready. I feel like I've been preparing for this for like the last 4 years. So put me in, coach. And also to put all the things that I preach on here, all about authenticity, all about core values, bringing and aligning that into my business, you know, and creating this app and making it happen and making sure that it aligns with who I am. I always think about this mantra that I always say, you are the CEO of your own life. This is my moment to prove that. This is my moment to show up authentically, like, hey, you are the CEO of your own life. And I think that's what's bringing me the most excitement, because this is, I feel like, besides a podcast and the YouTube channel was like a little stepping stone of like, oh my gosh, I can do things that I put my mind to. I think this is the other bigger stepping stone of like, oh my gosh, this was in my mind and now I'm creating it. Now I'm making it happen. Now I'm putting time, money, effort, sweat, tears behind it, and I'm making it happen. Even like with the retreat that we had in Austin. And I was like, oh my gosh, we can do this. We can totally do this. I see so much potential in the Strong Sunflowers podcast and our business and our community and the people in our field that pull up for us every fucking time. I appreciate you guys. That's crazy. Crazy good. And I just know that none of this could be possible without community. without you guys, without you guys supporting a total stranger, without you guys watching my videos. So if you made it to the end of this video, I fucking love you. Thank you for being in my field. Thank you for having my back. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I can't wait to be able to give back to you with this business, with the app, with all of it. And it's a really like a symbiotic relationship, and I'm so thankful for you guys. I know that the universe, God himself, has great and amazing things prepared for the both of us, and I'm so excited to like the journey and also to get there. And I think I'm just so excited to look back at this video and be like, oh my gosh, you fucking did it. You fucking did it. I'm so proud of you. And when I do make it big, you guys, make sure you keep me accountable. I love you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.